Hey, hi, good morning. Hello, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. I'm desperately trying to get away from saying hello in 25 fucking languages. It's hard. I'm trying to, I'm not, I'm trying to disassociate myself from that behavior because I don't particularly like it. And I feel like it's slightly pointless and it impresses no one. And I knew that from the word go, from the second I started it. And like 6 months later, the compulsion remains just to start up that way. It feels weird not to start that way. So I'm gonna try it a few times without. I might go back occasionally. I might go back permanently. But now I'm just trying to knock that loose from my behavior complex, right? We'll see how that works. But good morning. Hope you're having a good morning. It's early morning streaming. It's early. It's morning. We're streaming. All things true. None of them could be considered a lie. Yesterday, hey, I got 10 minutes of bullshit where I sort of ramble for about 10 minutes, give people a chance to jump onto the stream before we start playing games and stuff. So since I got 10 minutes of bullshit, I'm going to use 10 minutes of bullshit. I don't know, for about the past week, maybe 2 weeks, I've had people mention off and on that my audio sounds wrong. I'll just use wrong. What is all the way up here? Because some people would refer it as to it as too loud, and then also too quiet. Um, and no matter what I would do, I'd adjust it, and like it would just be once it was changed, the person who started like, yeah, I guess it's better now, and then that would be it, and then someone else would come by and be like, so for example, I might have the order on these wrong, but it doesn't really matter. I think they'll confirm that they said something to the effect, but Taltube's watching. Or so I start with Ginnerbaum. Ginnerbaum's like, your shit is too loud, right? I'm like, I got these little marks on my mixer that I marked before, and I got usually where I have the mixer set up in OBS, which is pinned. So there's really one place, like that's it. And microphone's usually about 2 fists from my mouth, and we tried everything, and then I'm playing with things. I'm fucking around. Like, did you have any filters or effects on? I'm like, I have the delay, but that's it because, just to keep the camera and the audio synced up. There's like a 300 millisecond delay, but that's it. There's no actual filters, no gate, no nothing on it. And we dicked around, and I changed all the settings, and I was like, yeah, I guess it's better. I guess it's better. Okay, it's better now. And then I don't know. Like the next day, Taltube's like, yo, what? Why is your shit so fucking quiet? It's like, wait, what? He's like, it's all quiet. Why are you all quiet? And back to the drawing board. So I do everything all again, fuck around. I was like, yeah, I guess that's good. That's good. And then the day, I think it was the day after that, it was like, I think it was Daniel's like, you're, why does it sound bad? It sounds like broken. I'm like, yeah, everyone's complaining about it's too loud, it's too soft. Like, it just sounds wrong. And for the record, every time I did this, I tested, like I did a test recording of OBS to listen to hear what it sounds like. And it did. It sounded like it was clipping or something was wrong with it. And I couldn't figure it out. I know that my mixer has software in it because I can, one, I can record shit on it. So obviously, right, there's software in here. So the only way that happens is, something's in there remembering. But more to the point, I remember one day where the slide that I used to control how loud it is for me wasn't doing anything. Up, down, didn't fucking care. So I actually unplugged it and power cycled it and it worked. And I should have noticed because normally it's doing the gamer RGB color fade in and out, right? It's doing its little ping pong back and forth between different colors. And it stopped. It was just all on blue. And I didn't notice because I don't stare at it. But then when I power cycled, unplugged it and plugged it back in, it started to loop through again. So I'm like, oh, so there's definitely software in this. So I tried power cycling that. I unconnected and reconnected the microphone. I did everything I could think of, and it still kept having like a weird crackle, and people kept complaining about it. And I'm always fucking with it to try to get to work. Yesterday, I did the same stuff, and then when I started playing the games, apparently when I went to the playback, you couldn't fucking hear me at all. Might as well not have streamed. I mean, really, nothing I said actually came across. So I completely took everything apart from like a hardware point of view, and then I'm like, all right, this is exactly what I already did. So from a software point of view, what did I do differently? What should I have done differently? And then I'm like, well, there's no drivers. So I went to the Mixer's website and went to see like what drivers can I or should I install to talk with this fucking thing. On their webpage, they have a little picture of kind of this back panel. It's dark in here. It's neon lights on, right? So it's kind of dark in here. They show where the microphone goes in. There's where they have the microphone goes in where I have like what I have, which is my big microphone. You also have like a little microphone jack, a headphone jack, and a line in jack and a line out jack, right? All these little jacks. The right next to the microphone is a switch that I forgot about. I know I saw it when I first bought the thing, where you pick between a condenser mic and a dynamic mic. Ask me what a fucking dynamic mic is. I didn't bother to Google it, but I can tell you I have a condenser mic. I flip that little switch, and it's tiny, right? It's like a squirrel's nipple, man. It is. There's not much to speak of. Switch it over to a condenser mic, and now it's working. So I don't know cumulatively how much time I spent fucking around with. It's probably about 5 hours is what I was guessing, or more, of frustration of like, what is going on with this thing? And then I did a test recording, putting everything back to where it once was, and it sounds fine. So yeah, I might, if you notice anything with the audio, please feel free to let me know from this point forward. I have to play with the mister to make sure it's not coming in too loud. I think I had that drilled in, but yeah, that was fun and slightly annoying. So sorry for anyone who had to deal with that. Yes, I believed everyone. I want the record to show. I believe Taltube when he said it was too loud. I believe Ginnerbaum when he said it was too quiet. I believe Daniel when he said it was, because it was all of the above. It was getting clipped, right? It was just getting cut off. So no matter what I did, if I talk normally, then it's too quiet because it's cutting off, right? If I talk louder to try to compensate, and then it's obviously it's loud, but then it's also going sounds like it's peaking because it's just cutting off. So whatever it sounds like it's either cutting off because I'm speaking too quietly or cutting off because I'm speaking too loud. It's just cutting off in general because it's whatever the fuck dynamic is that is not what I have. So yesterday was a later stream. I explained it on the stream, but I don't know if anyone heard me, so I'll sort of reiterate it just real quickly. I had to have a thing removed from the tip of my toe. Imagine this is like my toe. Well, it would be this toe, right? So this is your big toe. It'd be this toe. I had a little bump right here. When I first got it, they called it a Bible blister is what would happen. It's usually if you like stub your toe or a sports injury or something like that, but it'd be a little hard lump there. And they're like, yeah, just leave it alone. You know, they used to call it a Bible blister because you get a big book like a Bible and fucking crack it and pop it like a cyst, and your body should reabsorb it. Cat went down. Captain Gravy Boat's up here. Chris Cat's in charge, so we'll put the captain down. But they're like, yeah, just leave it alone. Don't fuck with it. And I did. I didn't fuck with it. But every so often it would start to grow because it's right near the nail. And it get like irritated and inflamed and sore because it's banging up against the front of my shoe. There's not a lot of space in the front of the shoe. And I'd hit it on stuff and it hurt. And then eventually what would happen is the skin would start to wear away on one side of it. Right? It would just like, because it's just rub. And all of a sudden like just blood would come out and then this fluid. It's called synovial fluid, I think is what it's called. It's not pus. It's not an infection, but it's the fluid that your joints use to lubricate. And I'll say it's like egg whites, but there's another substance that it's exactly the same as you put between your fingers, the kind of little sticky, yeah. And I went to the podiatrist. He's like, yeah, that's, what? I can drain it. We could drain it, and then, like, maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. And he did. And then dealt with it off and on forever, a year or two. Like, went to actually get a pedicure, because what they did was they were able to kind of clean out the cuticle underneath of there, and that gave me some relief, and actually felt a lot better. Went to a new podiatrist. I got sick of the other dude, and he's like, "No, that's called a mucosoidal cyst." And he goes, "You can remove it." This was 7 months ago. You can remove it, but only if it bothers you. I'm like, "It does, but okay." So I just kind of let it go. And then finally, when we were sitting there getting ready to plan to go to Japan and stuff, I'm like, "I don't want this fucking thing kicking up when we're in Japan. I don't have to deal with it." So I went to go see him, the new one. I'm like, "Yeah, just get it out." So he's like, "Okay." So they cut it out, stitchless. Right, they numb it, injected it, just kind of popped it. Took them 4 seconds. Like, here it is, a little pink, little BB looking motherfucker. It's like, keep it clean, keep it dry, antibiotic ointment, let it heal follow up in 3 weeks. Although, like, in 3 weeks it'll probably be nicely healed. If it's not giving you any problem, it's not bleeding, it's not leaking, it's not infected, just don't bother. Just cancel the appointment. So that's what I had to do yesterday morning, right? So that's why I had to stream later in the day. But yeah, it was, hey, super fun, super eventful shit. But other than that, I had a good weekend. My wife had her Christmas office party. We went to that. Fascinating to see humanity on display as always, especially when there's free booze involved. Out on a ship, a boat in the rivers. Boy, they really get rowdy. But yeah, it was a good weekend overall. But there you go. That's your 10 minutes of bullshit on the nose. Why I was late yesterday. What's up with my toe? What's up with your toe? How are you? Talk to me about your toes. No, seriously, tell me about your toes. Tell me about your feet. I wish I told my wife that. I wish I was like a fucking foot pervert. That would be so, it's so easy. Like that's I think that's why maybe society as a large has such disdain for like the foot perverts, because it's such an easy thing to get access to. Right? It's the lowest fucking tier. It's like, great, people wear shoes that you can see their feet all the fucking time. It is not unusual. And you guys are starting to get off on it. It's a jealousy thing. Like, here I am, I need to basically see a naked woman, and you're getting by with toes. I'm sure there's a dude out there that likes like fucking hands or like the creepiest, like just stuff that you can't, unless we're under Sharia law, right? Just stuff that you can see no matter what. But I wish I was a creepy foot dude, but sadly I'm not, and it's not for lack of trying, believe you me. But from a video game perspective, I'm playing with the Mister. Not just the Mister by itself, but in fact the Retro Pie. Presenting to you the box. The Retro Pie, or the Mr. Pie. The Retro Pie, fuck. Retro Pie is something else. The Mr. Pie. A name which I don't particularly care for. So from Retro Remake, Taki Udon on X/Twitter. He's probably on Blue Sky like everyone else is now. I'll put this out. It's kind of like a cohesive pack, ready to rock. And yeah, it's pretty dope. It's an FPGA, right? So it's a different type of, it's not necessarily emulation. It's a different type of emulation. It's not, it behaves like the hardware, so the games behave differently. And I've been using it off and on the last couple days. I actually got it like a couple weeks ago, but I haven't had a chance to really fuck around with it because of work and stuff. So now that I have a little bit of time off, I'm doing it now. And at least right now, the thing that I've been trying the most is try to get fucking PlayStation games working, and it's just not. I got closer yesterday, but the games still aren't booting. So yeah, all of this is not without its fiddling. There's always a little bit of fiddling around with the Mister. It seems like that's a universal type thing. It's not just me. But the thing that has been working, and I've been using this for, is Saturn stuff. I have a Sega Saturn. I even said yesterday, like, I should get a Japanese Sega Saturn. I have a Japanese Sega Saturn. I fucking forgot that I bought a Japanese Sega Saturn. That's how bad my video game collection is. It's mostly boxed up because I don't have anywhere good to put it. But I said, like, I should just buy a Japanese Sega Saturn. I own one of them. I own one. I have one. I already have one. And I don't play it. Because I don't really have a TV to hook it up to. For years I kept saying I was going to get an upscaler. I was going to get like a Frame Meister or something. Right, now that we've gotten to, like, the retro tinks have become really popular, and it's just, $400 or $500 is not nothing, and it's something you got to justify to yourself to spend, and I'm not really, I'm never really able to justify it. So a lot of my Saturn games just sit on the shelves, because it's an irritation to get it hooked up. I'd really like to get another CRT, like a big. I miss my CRTs. I wish I hadn't got rid of them in the first place. That's the actual solution. But those aren't any cheaper either. So the Retro Tink is my way to kind of play some of those games. The Retro Tink. The Mr. Pi is my way to play those games. Because I have noticed some subtle differences in the emulation. So Necronomicon Digital Pinball is one game that I own and I play a lot of. And it does feel different on the emulation. With the Mr. Pi, I have a lot of lag that I have to reduce with the controller setup using a snack and the video pass-through. But once I mentally compensate for it, the game plays, the ball moves right, it feels better. So this is going to be my solution to all of that. But I figured it'd also give me a chance to play some games that I own that I've never played because my Japanese is sorely lacking, because you have patched versions of it. So one game that I have is Sakura Tyson, or the Sakura Wars. I own it on Saturn. Like, you'll notice that for the most part, I don't have like a billion games. I am an ethical type of person. I just have games that I actually personally own loaded up, right? So you have all these different BIOSes. No, they all came together. I don't own a high Saturn, I don't own a V Saturn, but I do own a US Saturn, and I do own a Japanese Saturn. Make sure this is set up so I can hear it as well. I'm basically playing it through OBS. So that's what I was sort of saying, that there's a bit of a little weird delay. I'm looking at OBS to play it, and that's adding in all kind of fascinating delays, right? Set this volume up, and we'll fuck with it from there. All right, monitor and output. All right. Okay. Yep. That's at least. Okay. Cool. That's timely. Insert disc. And so yeah, 3 games I have: Princess Crown, Necronomicon Digital Pinball, and Sakura Wars. I own a lot more Saturn games, but these are ones that actually have patches. I have Fire Pro Wrestling 6-Man Scramble. I have Puyo Puyo Sun. I have Gusan. I have Radiant Silver Gun. You know, that one point in time was worth a fortune. But these are at least ones that have translation, so it'd be a chance for me to actually enjoy it in a way that I perhaps wouldn't normally be able to. Sakura Tyson, Sakura Wars is a tactical role-playing game / dating simulator or life simulator. I don't know where the one simulation starts and where the other one stops. Dating is life, is what I'm telling you. I don't know the difference between dating and living and dating. But here you go, this fucking beautiful 4, 5, 6 mid-90s animation coming at you. Glorious. Probably 240 fabulous breaths. I don't know who this is for, but it definitely looks as it's a steampunk reality. There are mechs, but it's kind of stuff to do That's probably way too loud. I'm probably getting drowned out. I love this shit, and there's probably stuff that I gotta do, but this style of animation is phenomenal. It makes me want to go watch Evangelion again. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I'm sure I got drowned out there entirely. Oh, so the translation project. Look at this. They're out here translating everything. Good for them. I haven't looked at this at all yet. Imperial Combat Review. Program. New game. Loading. Look at this animation. Glorious. It's better than a GIF, but not by a ton. We didn't have great video compression back in the 90s. And this probably did pass through like a VHS tape at some point in time before it got captured, right? Even the capture stuff. You know, you didn't really have digital cameras that could probably, you know, this wasn't like a direct digital capture. They probably put this on a VHS tape or something like that, and then had to capture the VHS. So it's got a little beat up. I think you can get the animation though separately. Like you can purchase it separately. I think it was available on a VHS tape. Steampunk Ado. Just watching all of this anime here. That would have blown my fucking mind in like 1995. Like I would have lost it. I still kind of like it. Episode 1, Capital's Flora Assault Troop. Because I know there's a whole. It's basically like a whole ass media series of Sakura Tyson, right? And there's still elements of it going on to this day. They re-released a Shin Sakura Tyson a couple years ago, but even now, like when you go to Japan, I'll see like Sakura Tyson shit, and it might be like in a used store, but like figurines and like pillows, like whatever the shit like that. This is still very much a viable media franchise to this day. To the Imperial Navy Ensign Ichirio Ogami. As a special assignment, I appoint you captain of the following outfit. My lovely winter ensemble. No, the Imperial Assault Troop, Anti-Demon Corps, Flower Division. You're on secret assignment to defend our Imperial capital. Proceed to Ueno Park to meet up with your squad. Yes, we're in Tokyo. Imperial Army Lieutenant General Iki Yonada. P.S. Starting today, you will be transferring to the Flower Division of the Imperial Assault Troop. Passive big shout out to the team that like translated this, man. This must have been like a Herculean effort. Yes, sir. I'm going to give my absolute best. Good. That's what I like to hear. My position as a politician doesn't allow. Can I speed up the talk? If I did? Yeah, that's what I want. A secret military secret like the assault troop here and now, right? For more information, you'll have to ask the lieutenant and officer in command, Lieutenant General Yoneda. Now, go to Ueno Park. Don't make me regret recommending you for this position. Yes, sir. I'll be on my way immediately. The safety of the capital lies in your hands. Good luck. Yes, sir. All of a sudden, we're in Jamaica. Dum, dum. Like some light ska music. That's the fun thing of like reality versus media. Having on, you know, when we go to Japan, we basically never really see the cherry blossoms because they bloom for like 3 fucking days. Like it's like a narrow period of time where it actually works. But meanwhile, like you have whole fucking animes that like, you know, last forever where the trees are always like that. It's like that for like a very, very, very brief fleeting period of time. So yeah, it just so happens to go on like one of the handful of days that you can actually get there. And for example, we're going next time we're going for a month, like from April to May, and I don't think we're gonna catch it at all. It depends on the weather, right? I guess if you have like a really long, harsh winter, we might, but now then, where is this meetup point? Maybe I should look around a bit more. This is Hanami. They're looking at the flowers. Now I think about it, a recent monster appearance also took place in this park. I heard a young girl got rid of the monster with only a sword. I was told someone from the Imperial Assault Troop would meet me here. I wonder how long he'll keep me waiting. Wait a second, that girl. She's coming this way. I'm the girl with the sword. Oh, shit. Hi. I'm Ogami. Excuse me, but you are... Shinguji Sakura. Atashi. Shinguji Sakura desu. Yeah, Atachi is a very feminine pronoun. I was told someone to meet me here, but who would have thought it'd be a girl? Girls can't be army. Are you a member of the Imperial Assault Troop? A simple hi. I'm Imperial Navy Ensign Ichiro Ogami. But to be honest, I'm surprised that a young woman such as yourself is a squad member. He looks like he's 12. Is that a problem for you? That's not what I meant. It's a top secret unit after all, so maybe it's not that strange that there are female members. Ikimashou. Sure. You only got like a second or two here to respond. Oh, it's located in the Imperial Theater. That makes sense. You're telling me there's a secret base inside the theater? Wait a second. I get it. In order to hide from the enemy, we also hide from our own people, right? It's early yet, but like I'm already seeing the initial appeal of this. As a big anime kid, again, this would have been like a tremendous thing to behold. It's a 2-disc. I also see why it's 2 discs. There's gonna be a lot of content here, so I don't think it's gonna let up anytime soon. Imperial Theater was built last year. Imperial Theater was built last year. Impressive. It's right in the middle of Ginzo. Look at that CG. It's beautiful. That's one big building. No one would guess that in reality the theater is the secret military headquarters. Let's go through the main lobby. What an extraordinary lobby, but on a single guard in sight. That's rather careless. At any rate, it's really quiet here. Yeah, Mon Frere. So I don't know where Mon Frere came from. Sakura-san said, but Sakura Koibito, the lover. Who's this child? Something about adults. Just supposed to be that with adults. I'm Imperial Navy Ensign Ichiro Ogami. Jean-Paul. Yeah. From Mother Goose book. The ironic thing is, it's going to turn out that Iris is actually 37, and she's an alcoholic. Her growth is stunted by a tumor on her pituitary gland. This is all dark fiction. Yep. Let's go find General Unita. Alright, now we're playing video games. Or no, we're not. There is, apparently there is a visual novel aspect to this because what else would you call this? Where introduce yourself to all of the potential, you know, your harem candidates. Which one do you fancy? You there. But she doesn't have a voice actress? Oh. Is this out of sync again? I think this is out of sync. Give it a second. I don't know why that keeps happening. Turn it off. Okay, yeah, it's a second or two delayed again. I don't know if that's the mister or the capture card or what. Sure, let's help out. Deactivate, reactivate. By the way, what do you think of Maria that just came out of nowhere? Sumire Kanzaki. Alright, deactivate and reactivate seems to help. I'm Imperial Ensign, Navy Ensign Ichiro Ogami. I was transferred to the assault. Okay, yeah. I'd like to report to Lieutenant General Yoneda. I knew it! I fucking called the this bitch got energy. Anytime you get the pinky up, that's fucking that's how you get it. You have to get your throat, the larynx, right? You gotta get the phalanges. Your glottis has to get out of the way. You gotta tilt your head, and if you don't do it over top the finger, it doesn't quite sound it. But that is right there. I fucking called it. Who's keeping track? Who's keeping score of my accounts? But don't mention What are you doing all of a sudden? Oh, she actually kissed you. Just a little. Where might I find Lieutenant General Yoneda? Is in the manager's room. Well, yeah, don't talk shit. Got it. Sure. So you can get the crazy bitch, right? So, okay. So it seems like Sakura's, so far, she's the athletic, but relatively normal. You have, I already forgot her name. The little blonde girl, who's creepy on several levels. She's not quite tsundere. I don't know that tsundere existed in 95, but she might be like proto tsundere. But she's certainly like a straight up bitch. It seems like. So this is Lieutenant General Yoneda's room, commanding us. Oh, yeah. You can read it. Lieutenant General Iki Yoneda, the greatest strategist from the Russo-Japanese War. I wonder what kind of man he is. It's a her! It's a her! Maria Tachibana. Okay. Miss Maria Tachibana. Oh, now we can control Alright, so we can look. We can look. I mean, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Check out the tits. Nice. Nice! What about the other one? So big. Is she gonna notice me checking her out? No, come back. Bring your tits with you. I don't know. What a rigid person, but finally looks like someone who looks like a bit like a soldier. If you say so. What type of practice was she talking about? Well, I'll finally meet Lieutenant General Yuneda. I thought Yuneda was going to be a chick.
Oh, Henna.
Okay. Reporting for duty. More like reporting for booty. Oh, so we're just drunk as fuck at noon. Yeah, we gotta keep up the ruse, right? Act like theater people. Sumimasen. Yeah, again, like, if this is a secret military operation, run around looking like military. I bet you anything that they actually also put on plays and shit, right? Like, part of it is going to be like, and we really put on kabuki shows. Like, they're gonna go all the way down this rabbit hole. Because why wouldn't you? Dun 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 dun. Busted. Iris, that was her name, Iris. See, I told you we should run away. Word. You and Jean-Pierre. Jean-Paul? Jean. I think check out things in the first place. Yeah, you said it was a great idea. These two looks like they were eavesdropping. Yeah, ignore that shit. Where's the reception desk? So, alright. The voice acting has stopped. Yeah, just fucking both show me. Okay, so I guess they both like that, right? That was... Alright. So yeah, alright, so there you go. You want your difference between a life sim and a dating sim? Is making girls like you by picking the right choice. I got a lady on each arm. Must be my lucky day, shall we? What's the sound that means they disapprove? Because that shit should happen right there. This is the reception. I see. Thank you for showing me the way. The clipper is inside the desk. Come on, let's get the clipper. What's the clipper? You must practice. Excuse us. Yeah, word. Clipper? Yeah, I don't know what a clipper is. No, cut hole in the tickets. I guess I'm punching the tickets. I guess punch the tickets, dude. All right. Yeah, okay. We're in the. This is some peak. This is some great 1990s Japanese media, right? We are a secret unit of combat veterans fighting an invasionary force in a clandestine war that the public does not know about. Also, we run a theater, and we're still gonna put on plays and shit. That's the ticket puncher unit. Yeah, don't you have a clipper as well? The secret mission is punch tickets. Yep. Sure is. Let's get going and punch the tickets anywhere. Punch it anywhere. Like this. That's the funny thing is, half these people are acting like all they do is go to the theater all day, every day, right? I'll take my wife to the theater and stuff like that. I have no idea what I'm fucking doing when I go in there. I'm lost. Like, oh, where do we go? Oh, okay, cool. Right, like we might be going to see like a Samuel Beckett play or something like that, but it doesn't mean like I know the ins and outs of every theater. Listen, at the moment I'm punching tickets here, but in reality, I'm just a ticket puncher. At the moment I'm punching tickets, but in reality, just kidding, I am just a ticket puncher. The Flower Division show is about to start. That's the name of the fucking troop. Do you happen to like Sumeri Kanzaki? I don't care for her much. That's his favorite chick. I don't like it when bitches oh ho 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 at me. You know, again, like this kid is coming to the theater every fucking day. What's the matter with that obnoxious child? Yeah, I mean, the ticket punching mini game has been just furious. I'm gonna talk with the squad, maybe get some sort of explanation. I'll have to ask Lieutenant Yaneda. Let me see. I think Paperweight just messaged me. Hold on. This just came up on my phone. Oh, it was like an hour ago. Well, what the hell's the point of that? So Isaac messaged me an hour ago. So I'm guessing they're done. Thanks, Discord. You're awesome with how fast you are giving me notifications. Oh, another voice actress here. So I guess that's basically it. You can tell it's a chick you can pipe if she's allowed to speak. CD-ROMs being what they were quite limited in our storage. Takamura Tsubaki. I guess they all have flower names, right? So Sakura is a flower, Iris obviously is a flower. Tsubaki should also be a flower. So it's Sumeri. I don't know what her name is, but they all have flower names, I think. I don't know why it took me so long to put that together, but that certainly seems to be... But Tsubaki's a flower, isn't it? I'm not crazy. Right? Yeah, it's the camellia. The camellia. So we had Tsubaki oil for the chef's knife. Yeah. I'm not crazy. At least not for this reason. Where to next? Are you actually asking me, or are you just gonna decide to go on your own? All right, yeah. Now we can drive around. Sweet. All right, we go backstage. Underage, adolescent. How you doing? Fine. Spill the wine. I sigh. I like to do the wild thing. Action took place. The K, the I, the L, the white girl. I need a body bag. Someone's coming from behind me. That's Iris. Fuck, whoever Maria was. Oh. Fuck off. Bitch, I met you 10 minutes ago. Definitely offended her. Who the hell is Maria? Oh, god damn it. Oh, is that Maria Sumeri? Sumeri? I had a lot of fun earlier. Yep, thanks before, Iris. Can we walk away now? There's something I wanted to ask you. Why is the troupe headquartered in a theater? Because this is where the troupe performs. I don't get it. There's nothing obvious about it. Do you know where everyone else is? Sumire is upstairs. Sakura went to go get her. Maria said she's going to stage. I think Mr. Yoneda is in his room. Which one was Maria? Well, I'm already forgetting people. Check out her bear! Yes. Jean-Paul. Can I leave here now? Like, how do I... Oh, there you go. The walking fingers are good. Yeah, please, let's. Kitchen. What's up in the kitchen? So now we're playing video games. Now we're talking. Dun, 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 to the second floor. Good music. Some solid MIDI going on. Alright, so we'll go to Maria's room. Because why do I not remember who Maria is? The answer can be ADHD, but I just don't remember who the hell she is. Check out the tits. Great. Dun, dun. Kansaki Heavy Industries. Sure, ask away. What sort of women do I Alright, let's do this, Japan. Get like the timer was like 3 times faster than normal. Yeah. I mean, is that an option to not say anything? I mean, she might be happy, but like... Let's go back downstairs to the general manager. If you actually give a real shit about dating sims, there's always out there, even back in the 90s, they would sell like strategy guides and shit about, here's how you're meant to everyone. Here's just the questions you gotta, the correct questions you gotta answer. Oh, who might you be?
はじめまして、大神さんですね。
はじめま
事務
して。
局の藤井かすみです。
Kasumi Fuji.
恐れ入りますが、着任届を書いていただきたいので、事務局まで来ていただけませんか？
Let's do the new hire forms. Let's do paperwork.
それではご案内します。こちらです。こんにちは。あなた、大神さんでしょ？私、榊原ゆりって言います。
Sakakibara. Sakari. So, Bara is probably flower, because Hara goes out of Rendaku becomes Bara. So, whatever Sakakibara is. What's Sakakibara? Sakakibara. Is this what you're really interested in, Blaine? Yes. Sakakibara. So, they do have the Sakaki. There's a flower called, it's a flowering evergreen called a sakaki. So I guess the tree is sakaki and sakakibara would be the flower, right? That would make sense to me at least. Japanese does, you know, gets a little weird like English. So sakura is the tree. The flower is also called sakura, and then the cherry, the fruit, is what, sakura bo, right? Like that's. Whereas we call it cherry, and you have like cherry blossom. So call the tree the cherry. It's a cherry tree, and the thing that we name it for the fruit it comes off of. And then it's like, oh, it also makes a flower, and it's called the sakura. It's called the cherry, you know, the cherry blossom, the cherry flower. Japan's the other way around. It's the cherry, it's the sakura tree, it's the flower tree. Also, by the way, it also makes this fruit. So I guess sakaki is... I do the theater's office work. I'm looking forward to working with you. We're gonna romance this middle-aged office worker. All tastes are accounted for here in Sakura Wars. Let's fill out these forms. I wonder if we're gonna get to combat, or like I'm an hour in, and we're still like. Wait, what did they want me to do? Manager's office, right?
Moshi. ああ、来た。さっきな。まあ、もう少し様子を見んことには。
See, he's sober.
花子おじさん。こうひ。
緊急地震速報です。強い揺れに警戒してください。
Tattoo! The timing!
緊急地震速報です。強い揺れに警戒してください。
Tattoo, thank you for making your questionable financial decision. I love how this is happening right in the middle of like an anime game stream. It couldn't be more apropos. It's made me very, very happy. Condition to red. Tattoo subscribe protected. Tattoo, I didn't know you were here. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Tattoo, thank you for stopping by. How are you enjoying Sakura Wars? Are you enthralled? And which girl is best girl for you so far? I think I like the teddy bear most of all. Not the girl carrying the teddy bear, but just the teddy bear. Thank you again, Tattoo. That's very nice of you. I do appreciate it. Everyone, if you're not watching Taotube, you should go watch Taotube. He crafts the finest minds in all the lands, in all of the realms. had me a snooze. Oh, that sounds nice. I could do with some sleep. I was wiped out yesterday from the local anesthetic. I had a little thing done to my toe, and I know it's not supposed to, it's not supposed to put you out, but for some reason it made me really lethargic through part of the day, and so I took like a weirdly timed nap. I took a nap at like 4 p.m., but it also wasn't a very good one because I was in the car. So I went to the train station to pick up my wife. So I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna nod off here, so I'll drive to the train station and just lay down in the car. That way, if I actually do get like zonked out, she can drive home, right? Like, it's at least her car is here. Everything went well. Everything went fine. My toe's a little tender, but it's good to get it out of the way. It was just like a little bump, right near the nail that. It would go away and come back, but when it started to come back, it would swell and it'd get red and it'd get angry and it would get irritated. And then, especially considering like, you're wearing shoes, so like it starts rubbing. It just gets, once it happens, it goes from bad to worse. And then of course, once it starts to like get swelled up, you're guaranteed like to drop something on it. Someone's gonna step on it. Something's gonna happen to it 100% of the time. And I just had enough of it, so I'm like, okay, we'll go get it. And the doctor was even kind of like, I would maybe just leave it. He goes, because he never sees it when it's bad, because it takes me a couple months to see him, so he never sees it when it's horrible. And I'm like, yeah, look, I realize it's not big now, but it does get larger, and so like, if we can get rid of it, he's like, oh, I'll do it right now. It's like, pop that out like real quick. You had repeated minor surgery every 2. All right, so you know exactly how it is. It's weird. Like, you never think of like toes of being a big deal, but like you're using those things. But again, thank you, TalTube. Appreciate you subscribing. And everyone, if you're not following TalTube, follow TalTube, and then hopefully very soon TalTube will hit his threshold where he can have subscribers as well. I'm surprised you haven't, by the way, TalTube. You have to be over the 3 average, certainly. Have to be. We force girls into the battlefield. It is Sap yourself with early streams and too much streaming. I get that. Well, look, I don't know how. When we did the collab stream, I did great numbers. Like, I had a ton of people watched. That's I think like we'll just try to do more of that stuff. We'll try to be smart about like the decisions, like, because once you get, it seems like you can drop below the threshold after you just have to maintain the average, and then afterwards, if you like you shit the bed, they don't seem like they care. So no, we'll try. Then we'll try to do that. Let's try to be strategic. Same, it's been fine. Been recruiting New Zealand. Well, that's sort of it. Is like I'm currently catering to Atlantis. I guess maybe the people who live in Greenland, right? They'd be up and about by the time I start streaming. But I'm ignoring most of the U.S. I'm getting later in the Europe. Yeah, the Atlanteans. Yeah, sure. Right now, the aliens who can operate the Kobu. Kobu is seaweed. I wonder if we're gonna get to any actual strategy RPG in like the next hour. Yeah, he's not drunk. So this dude was pretending like he was drunk earlier. We are part of a secret military outfit that is taking place in a theater, but we're all undercover. So this dude is undercover drunk. Heard the internet is great down there. Yeah, my wife has family in Oz, so I've only been to one time, but we do talk to them somewhat regularly. I would say that, yeah, at least from my limited experience, I'm like, oh, this is rough, because yeah, I'll take a lot of photos. I take a ton of photos. I like photography. I have cameras handy, right? And then obviously I use my cell phone like everyone else does because it's also convenient, right? The adage of the best camera you have is the camera that's on you. It doesn't matter if you have a fancy camera or like all kinds of lenses kicking around. If you don't have them with you, it doesn't fucking matter, right? So the camera you got on you is a camera, right? This is the camera you use. And I'll back them up. So I was backing up, I can't remember if it was 360 footage with the Ricoh Theta I have here that I've now supplanted with my Insta360 X4. I think it was. I think it was actually some 360 photos. And it was brutal backing it up to Google. Like, I was just like, oh my. This is like dial-up speed. And we weren't like out and about. Like, we weren't. It was at her cousin's house, and it was just like real slow. It was real slow. You did DSLR for a while? Yeah, I've never actually had a proper DSLR. I went right into mirrorless. I went from point and shoot to mirrorless. I never passed DSLR. But yeah, I have a friend. People keep threatening to give me like their cameras. It happens all the time, whether it's a film camera or some of the DSLRs, and people are like, "Oh, I just use my cell phone," and I get it. But then they're the exact same people that go, "Oh my God, your photos are so nice. Why are your photos nicer than mine?" It's like, the sensor size helps a lot, right? The sensor helps a ton. You want to snap them down. You don't like the editing very much. I choose not to do editing. I taught Photoshop for years and years and years and years. So the editing part is not a hassle for me. I just find myself opting to really not do it. I'll open it up. I'll adjust the exposure, right? Maybe I'll just just kind of get it balanced, because that's the point of shooting raw. Is like, okay, this is underexposed, but that's the point. Let's just get the exposure right, and then zip. It's extremely rare that I'll sit there and fiddle with it. The last thing I did that with was we went to an Asian Lantern Festival, and they had all these sort of like big paper statues that are all lit up, and a couple of them, when I took them, you couldn't help but get like the park light in like the background. So you would have like this really bright spot that was kind of distracting against like an otherwise dark sky, right? And it was kind of like it drove me a little nuts. So I did go through on those, and on some of those, and like kind of how do you want to phrase it? I just kind of I did touch on and like remove that one little thing. Here, let me show you. Let's see if find by keyword. Asian Lantern Festival. Let me look it up here. I've been using AI lately to try to categorize all my photos. It's it's working. We're learning. Both me and the AI are learning a little bit more about how shit should work, right? It's not a bad experience. I'm still trying to figure out how this all is supposed to work. So add this, subtract Japan, Asian Lantern Festival, and I'll show you what I mean. Dun 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 dun. Where are you? Dun 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 dun. Why can't I find any of my photos? I'm getting them organized, so shit is all over the place. Alright, where are we at here? Any chance it's in here? Well, I'm gonna give up then. I'll find it some other time. They're just unorganized. But the point being, you get the gist of it. So, like, I did have to go through and, like, kind of actually touch shit up and remove it. But, like, I would say, unlike you, I can quite enjoy touching up photos. It just depends on the mood I'm in. But most of the time, if I'm taking a ton of photos, I don't want to sit there and dick around with it. That's absolutely true. Like I don't want to spend the rest of my life fighting with a dozen odd photos, right? Life's too short. Oh, or did we find it? Did he do it? Did he find it? Yeah, he found it. All right, hold on. What do you mean I don't? It's a JPEG. You need an app to open this. Fuck off. It's a JPEG. Just open it. Windows is irritated. All right, open it with just photos then. Like, why are we overthinking shit? Here. All right. That window capture. All right, I'm looking for PM something. All right, that's working great. All right, there you go. All right, so yeah, this one, there was in the background, I think it was like right around between his beard and his paw, you could see like the street lights. But other than that, it was like really nice dark background. Like, so I did. I went through. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna paint that out. Cause I'm also not gonna stand there for like 45 minutes, positioning everything so it's gonna hide the ambient light. So whatever will help facilitate my laziness, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, editing photos themselves, I get it. It's a hassle. It's a headache, right? Yeah. So yeah, it took forever for me to pull that up. Did that change anything as far as mic? It sounds so far. Yes. There was a switch on the back of the goddamn mixer that was flipped. And I guess it goes from what they call a dynamic mode to condenser mode. That was the one thing I changed, and it seemed like it worked out. Yeah, like I said, it's tiny little switch that fucked it all up. I don't even know how it got hit. I have no idea. I have no idea what caused it. Yeah, I have no idea what caused it. I spent, like I said, my estimate is 4 hours. I must have spent 4 hours just messing with that, trying to figure out what is causing that to happen. It's funny, but that's life, right? Like that's time you never get back. But no, I know. On the replay, yeah, I did, but I didn't know. I could hear it when I listened to a replay. I have it specifically turned off so I can't hear myself. I can turn it on, and then, oh god, and then I can get myself in my own ears as I talk. And I can't live life like this. So I can do it very briefly to like check and see how, but I can't do that. So I'd have to go listen to it as a fact. But yeah, I mean, and everyone was right. Like between you and Ginnerbaum and Daniel and a couple, everyone was right. Some people thought it was too quiet and therefore getting cut off, and then some people thought it was too loud and therefore getting cut off. It was just getting cut off. It was just both. I don't know what the fuck a dynamic microphone is, but this is a condenser mic, so the mic was in the wrong mode. And again, just this little fucking grain of rice size switch somehow got flipped. Sham Sabalam, yes, if you want to be right as well, absolutely. Everyone can be correct. No one is wrong here today. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for chatting. But yeah, it's one of these things where it's one of these things where there's so many places stuff can go wrong, where I honestly long for the analog days, because everything has fucking firmware. Everything has software in it. The microphone itself, right? It is a traditional analog XLR microphone. So it's the one thing I could say, hey, look, this is not the problem. And then everything else between it has fucking software. We've been thinking the same things for almost 40 years. Okay. So it's more towel tube. All the towel tube you can handle, even if there's not a lot available. Were you on the phone? Yeah, acting not drunk. Who are you speaking to just now? Count Hanakoji, the man who recommended you for this position. He wanted to make sure you weren't shirking any of your new duties. So again, this dude is not actually drunk. I suppose to be captain of the Imperial Assault Troops, what are my duties? Actually, before you answer, this is the Imperial Assault Troop. It looks like a regular theater. Ogami, I think you're misunderstanding something. Take a look at the plaque above my head. Imperial Assault Troop. What? This isn't a troop of actors. This isn't a misprint. This is the real deal. I could have sworn the document says a secret assault force that I read wrong. Grabbing coffee while you talk to the drunk guy. Enjoy your coffee. I shall be here. Well, the performance will be put on here, assault on these senses. Bahahaha. And as for secret, well, you didn't know a government-run theater like this existed before, did you? Hey! Punchline. Let it sink in. Alright, so we're spending a lot of time with the dating simulator. I'd like to get to the tactical RPG part of this. A bunch of actors, this is too bizarre. Am I dreaming? What are you doing out here? Oh, Sakura. One of the better things about modern games is like compression, right? Better compression. 95, I don't think we would have had MP3. I don't think MP3 became a thing until like 97, 98. So it's all been like MPEG 2 compression, which, you know, relatively speaking, isn't all that compressed. So, you know, modern games are just like voice acted throughout, which is cool. I think you should take a break. I've been working for upwards of 20 minutes. I punched 4 tickets. I am exhausted. I could company, yeah, sure.
Paperweight, just read it with 6 viewers.
Paperweight, thank you for stopping by. Raiders, thank you for stopping by. Raiders, thank you for stopping by. We're in the middle of Sakura Wars for the Sega Saturn. We're looking at a translation of it. It's a visual novel slash dating simulator slash tactical RPG. We are just getting into our new assignment where we are part of a secret military organization that's also a theater troupe. And surrounded by girls who all have flower type names. This is Sakura, who would be your Sakura of Sakura Tyson. Hello, Paperweight. Thanks for stopping by. There's a lot of romance happening at this immediate juncture. I'm hoping we can get to the tactical simulator of it very soon. Paperweight, how was your stream? I did see Isaac messaged me, but like 10 minutes ago it popped up on my phone. But he messaged like an hour ago saying you guys were gonna play. I wouldn't actually have been available because I was running my wife to work. Or the timing of it would have been a little sus. I don't know. Well, no, actually, I don't know when the message was actually sent, so I might have been able to help. I don't know. Thanks for the help. Sorry to make you worry about me. Oh, it's no trouble. Besides, see, everyone's into me. You get this good harem anime shit, right? No, don't ask her to come in. That's weird. Don't ask her into your room. You haven't even been in your room, right? We just arrived here. It was good. Really strong daily run. Good greed run. Isaac took Dr. Fetus and doomed us to failure in the co-op run. I mean, Dr. Fetus is very rare circumstances. And like those circumstances are you have Pyromaniac and are by yourself. That's about it, right? Like then Dr. Fetus is phenomenal. And what did he take Dr. Fetus as the Lost? It seems like he always plays as the Lost. So like I don't feel like I can do anything. I don't feel like I'm doing anything to safeguard the capital. We haven't gotten there yet. So this all should have been contemporary with Evangelion, right? So the wary protagonist, main character, saving the world, he doesn't know what he's doing trope is far older than that. You have that from like Gundam, right? Amino Ray was kind of like that. So it's nothing new. It was 9 lives as the Lost that screwed us. Oh, because you kept respawning in different rooms. Yeah. That's fucked us before. That's not the first time. I know he's excited to grab something because it's free, but like 9 lives is probably one thing he should not get. Right? Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't want to drop dead in the middle of the fight, but like, you can bring him back. I was so happy when I got the news that's being transferred here. Being promoted to the captain of my own squad straight out of the academy was like a dream come true. It didn't even matter what my assignment was. I'd be satisfied if any post that meant protecting the capital. I thought I was taking control of a crack assault force, so when I found an exclusively female theater troupe, does our position here help protect our nation's peace at all? I said, take it. I thought if we made it through Dogma, make it for an easy beast fight. Well, why would it make for an easy beast fight? Wouldn't you have the same problem there? Sakura Tyson. Let's fucking save it. This is actually running on a Mr. Pie from Retro Remake Taki Udon. So it's the Dogma's. Yeah. I remember Dogma. Yeah, he's the one who comes out of the TV. I do remember that. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you're at the beast and he keeps dying and respawning, does it not restart the beast fight? I guess you can't leave that fight. That's the difference. The Sega image to the top left. Yeah, it's a Japanese Saturn, right? Isn't it beautiful? It's fucking glorious. No, you're not blind. Well, you didn't know. It could just be an emulator. But yeah, I don't. This is the only way to play English Sakura Tyson that I'm aware of. I don't think they ever released a version of it in English anywhere. Just this fan project that they patched together. You are beautiful. I mean, you're beautiful. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. Yeah, just respawn the beast fight. You don't have to restart. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you think. I say if it's not the case, then that's going to be even worse. But yeah, this is a very, very cool game of the time. What's our status? Iris, normal. Sumier, normal. Maria, normal. Oh, that's who Maria was, right? Maria was the secretary. I couldn't remember who the hell Maria was. I kept referencing Maria. But I'm guessing we get up to 6 chicks to romance. Taltube's going to go play some box. Taltube, I'll probably... I don't know how much longer I'll be going, but I'll kick over to you when I'm done. I would love to at least get to some combat. But I might put like a hard cap on. If I don't see combat in the next half hour, I might call it for the day. But if I do see some combat, we'll at least get through that part, and then we'll kick over to you. But thank you for stopping by, Taltube. We appreciate it. It's already well into night. I'm tired, but maybe can't seem to fall asleep. Maybe it's because I'm not used to the bed. It's almost 12. Shamsablaban also out there lurking. When ever notice that you never see Taltube lurking and Shamsablaban not lurking at once? It's a real Clark Kent type thing. Sakura's here. Come on, let's get into some combat. How did the play go? It was a huge success. What do you need? Manager Yoneda instructed me to have you handle the nighttime rounds in the theater. Nighttime rounds? Sure. If I'm supposed to do it, then I'll do it. I was having trouble sleeping anyways. See, she likes it. She's into it. Shall we go? Ikimasho? Yeah, I don't know anything about the theater yet. Can we get to a fight? Let's get to the fighting part of the game. I've played visual novels before, like, so I don't. I'm not discounting it, but like, you know, I'm interested in playing the different part about this game. This is their green room. Everyone in the Flower Division gets here together often. So we come to relax. I love to stop and drink tea here, but we're on duty, so let's keep going. So I'm guessing we're just going to check out every area concentrically, like the hall. What's in the hall? We found something. Where'd Sakura go? Ah, there you are. Come outside and look, Ogami. Like I said, I wonder if this... I think this was a full-blown anime at one point in time. And that's sort of like my feeling on like visual novels, is I get it. Part of me gets it, but part of it's like, if this is a really interesting story, just make an anime out of it. I don't know. I realize that's the wrong energy to have, but that kind of is what I think. What makes you say that? Well, they're not meant to be decorative or artistic, but each one shines so beautifully. Makes a breathtaking view. You know, Wise Man once told me a game works better if you press play. Word. Ain't that the truth? I want to be a warm, strong light. The kind that shines the way for people in the streets. Don't worry. I'm sorry, Ogami. I didn't mean to keep you from your guard duties. I was staring at my screen when the main character wasn't starting. Well, Minecraft wasn't starting. Not main character wasn't starting. I've done that before, though. On more than one occasion. So that's the hall. Did we do the terrace already? That's just what we just did the terrace. Let's keep moving. I gotta keep the theater safe. So what's technically the next room? Is it downstairs or is it actually like the second floor seating? I'd say this is the next room. Right? Otherwise we're skipping it. It's the second floor. Reserved for the upper class. The 1% live up here. Got it. It's where the bourgeoisies live. We're going to skip half of the floor entirely. Sure will. Check out the gift shop. Banksy style. Tsubaki is always here selling pictures. Doesn't look like anything is out of place. Let's keep moving. I guess we'll check the first floor seating, but if something was wrong, wouldn't we have seen it on the second floor? Apparently not. Iris, what are you doing up? Iris has her pituitary disorder. Can't find Jean-Paul. Shake that thing. Shake that thing. Go get a sexy lady. Tara wants to, you should be able to find him right away. But it's too late. You need to go to bed. Alright, I'll go to bed. How about find her fucking teddy bear? Where could it have gone? Where she spent this afternoon? We do know where she spent this afternoon. She spent this afternoon backstage. Is that actually the puzzle? Like, did I solve it? Did I solve the bear puzzle? I solved the bear puzzle. I paid attention. There's Jean-Paul. You're much too beautiful, bear. That's why it will never work. Hey, let's go give it to her. Return. Jean-Paul Jean. Jean-Paul Jotier. Alright, where the hell does she sleeps? Upstairs, right? There's Iris's room was over here, right? Iris's room. Got it! Got her! Reel it in. Now we're playing video games. This is how video games are meant to be played. Yeah. Got your bear, bitch. Iris, open up. Here you go. Found Jean Paul. Keep track of your stuffy. That's what we're on the same page. Here we go. Bounce. See, this is better than any Call of Duty. These are real video games. Out here finding bears and shit. Yeah, I'll go to your room. That's part of the tour. I think our rooms are right next to each other, aren't they? Yeah, I was gonna say. I have no choice but to walk to your room. Paul Sean. Go click your things. Go mine your craft. Go craft your mine. Thank you again for the sub, by the way, Taotube. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. Good night. Tomorrow, I'll get to meet you tomorrow. I'm glad. That's nothing. Good night. Dun, dun. It's already after midnight. Wasn't it midnight before? Like, I swear to God, he's like, it's like midnight. Oh, I'm so tired. He's like, of course it's fucking after midnight. It was midnight when you woke up. Would you expect time to run the other direction? Let's get some sleep. Oh, come on. Let's get to the tactical simulator, shall we? I'm not trying to be impatient, but I want to see, like, all 3 phases of this game. I feel like we've seen the visual novel / dating sim portion. With a day off, means take a break from ticket clipping. Well then, what should I do? We don't have... Sometimes you have these decisions and you have to act quickly. This one you can just go whenever. So I guess go to the stage. I would leave entirely. If it's your fucking day off, like, let's... Alright? Let's go bounce. Why are you staying at work on your day off? You live here. You work here. Go elsewhere. Spin around here, raise your hands. She's kind of a klutz, isn't she? Each brilliant performance is a result of everyday rehearsals like this one. That was something I did not know about the Sakura Tyson, like, universe or whatever is... I had no idea that it actually was, like... We're in a theater. Oh, anime time. Oh. Love this anime style. Son of a bitch, get her! Don't stop him. Ah, fuck it, we'll stop him. Oh, we're gonna catch it instead? Yep. Like I said, it's great. It's a great art style. The people who did this, did they do Tenchi Muyo? It looks like Tenchi Muyo, or it looks like who did the fucking animation behind this? Because it does look like. Original Sakura Wars, gameplay, synopsis, concept and development, Tengai Makyo, Kohei Tanaka, he did Tenkai Makyo. Strategic elements were put into the Beast Shoujo game. Who did the actual animation though? Ito acted as the director did CGI. Anime cinematics were directed by Shunji Oga and Sega's own studio, Kyokichi Tokyo, later TMS Entertainment. What the hell do they do? TMS Entertainment. Lupin the Third? Wait, what? Oh. Let's gotta go back to the 90s. Go to your 90s. 90, 80. So assuming this is accurate, I didn't get lost in the shuffle. I might have gotten lost in the shuffle. Magic Knight Rayearth. Wait, they don't even have Sakura Wars listed here, so maybe I might have got lost somewhere in the research path. Produced by a Sega-owned Kyokuchi Tokyo movie, later than TMS Entertainment. Okay, so the cast was designed by the dude who did Oh My Goddess. So maybe that's what I'm thinking of. So it's basically Oh My Goddess artwork is maybe what I'm thinking of. Stop fighting, you two. Teamwork is important in a troop, so stop fighting. Yeah, but they're theater girls, so they're gonna get catty. Like, everyone likes this. Everyone likes it. Everyone likes me. Let's get going. No, it's my fucking day off. Oh God. Still. Nogami, wait. Yes, Sakura. May I tell you something? Sure. No, I'll talk and you listen. The captain of the Flower Division must be more than a mere soldier. We mustn't continue to fight battles in which human lives are sacrificed for the sake of victory. And the person who serves as the captain must truly love the Flower Division, this theater, and working here. That's why he made you a ticket collector. Is that so? Is that so? I have a favor to ask of you. Please cherish this theater and our troop, and please lead us into battle as our captain. Battle against who? Yeah, right? Well... Yes! Yes! Is this it? Is it alarm time? Is someone else subscribing to the stream? Anime klaxons. Ogami Westman. Finally. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Here we go. Video game part 2. The Flower Division of the Imperial Assault Troop is moving out. Let's go. Awesome. Great. Great. Super. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so 1990. Oh. Why are we all dressed like this? They're all dressed like grand pianists. Nice. Manager Yoneda, what is this? We're taking a break from our theater to return to our primary role as the Imperial Assault Troop. I'm sorry for deceiving you, but I wanted to ensure you were qualified to be the captain of a covert squad. What is this? This is all samurai pizza cats, right? We're out here running a pizza parlor, but secretly we're solving crime and... Oh, it's so anime, it's ridiculous. This is hot anime bullshit coming at you. It's fantastic. The covert squad is real? Of course, the theater troop is merely a facade. I'll introduce you again. These are the members of the Flower Division. They'll be your subordinates. I feel like Kogami under command. I feel like I can fight with all my might. As new members of the Imperial Assault Troop, let's do our best. Let's do our best. I'm not gonna say Mon Frere. Let's both do our best, huh? Well then, Ensign, let's see how skilled you are. She's unsure about me. I haven't accepted you as a captain yet, sir. Okay, cool. When I feel I understand how you think and feel, I shall call you captain. Great. Commander, who is our enemy? I'm sure you've heard rumors of them. They're a mysterious organization that terrorizes the capital with mechanical soldiers called Hexmechs. I love a good Hexmechs. Some chili con carne. Well, I guess it would... No, Hexmechs is like... What is that? Hexmechs is, I guess, like half Cajun. It'd be like half Cajun, half Mexican food. Right? So, like, jambalaya burrito. The Hive of Darkness. Hive of Darkness is a hell of a strip club. They have great wings. Sakura beat up a Hexmechs in a Ueno Park the day she arrived in Tokyo. Iris, that's supposed to be a secret. What do you mean? It was Sakura who defeated that monster? Correct. However, a human can only do so much against a Hexmech. That's why we come in. That's where we come in, sorry. We have a powerful weapon at our disposal. Let me show you to the underground hangar, where the Avas live. I know we saw it earlier. The mech design is not awesome. The Imperial Assault Troop's secret weapon, the Kobu. Spirit armor. Spirit armor? Yes, think about it as any mechanical armor that can only be used by those with powerful spiritual energy. Good anime bullshit, hot anime bullshit, hot anime bullshit. When she members of the Flower Division and you... Now then, the white Kobu is yours. Go ahead and get inside. The enemy has been spotted in the same place last time in Ueno Park. Use our bullet train to get there. So I guess we're the only dude who has spirit energy. I think they alluded to that. I don't have a Kobu yet, so I'll be staying behind. Do your best, Monfer. Right? Like, so good thing you have those fingerless gloves. Look at this shit. Look at this outfit. You know, he would have a tenth as much success if he didn't have those thick pipes, right, running through his shoulder. Like, he wouldn't be able to move right. Like, those are important pieces of the outfit, right? Like, it ties the whole thing together. Flower Division, move out, right? There you go. She liked it. She liked it. Everyone liked it. Oh, look at this CGI. Glorious. Again, 1995, man. This wouldn't have been, you're using 3D Studio Max, probably. You had, like, splines. You don't think you had splines. You probably didn't have NURBS back then. Like, it's... This shit was hard to do. Hard to do. Took a long time. You might have been on, like, an IRIX machine. Or, you know, Silicon Graphics. It doesn't age well. I'll be the first to admit that. Let's enjoy it. I guess it's the closest thing we get to a transformation we've seen. The train must run in a spiral. Has to. None of this will work unless you have to rifle the train. It keeps it going straight. The rails don't do that. Oh, fucking save, yeah. Imagine playing this without the because Saturn had internal save spots. Didn't, like, unlike the PlayStation where you had to have the memory card. I think the Saturn did have internal. I think it had internal saves. But imagine having them play through this game if you didn't have them. How does everyone feel about me? Everyone's normal. Oh, attack up. Defense up. Okay, so I guess as they like you, it's going to actually do something to the game. That sounds fun. There we go. Oh, look at this shit. Look at this Donkey Kong Country looking motherfucker. The 3D pre-rendered assets, I think, have aged, like, really poorly.
我らが力を見せてくれましょう。ノーサタン殿。
What say you, Lord Satan? Lord Satan says, heh heh heh.
そこまでよ。
Oh, yeah. I mean, the pre-rendered 3D is... You get them specular highlights. It's rough. It's rough. It probably would have looked okay. It definitely would have looked okay at the time.
帝国歌劇団参上。
Nice poses.
小賢しい。
面白い。ここは私が。
ふん、任せたぞ。
Do they have mechs too? They have mechs as well.
お前たちの実力、どれほどか見せてもらおう。
Lord Satan disappeared. I guess as much as I might be slightly dunking on the pre-rendered CGI, like the 3, I would probably super quick. I mean, Fallout, original Fallout, you know, it kind of looks like that as well, and I'd play the fuck out of that right now, man. I'm going to explain how to operate your Kobu. Thank you. Please explain. I like how there's a timer on that, too. Like, that should be when I get a moment to think about what I want to say. Move. First, order your active unit to one of the spaces within its range of movements. Like, okay, yep. So move and then attack. Here I go. Normal. Sword that bitch. These mechs are extremely weak to giant samurai swords. Got it. Got it. It's a rock, paper, scissor element. Once you're within an enemy range, it's time to attack. 2 actions to be taken in a single turn, so move and attack. Yep, yeah. Next is my turn. Special. Does she have like a ranged? These dudes are made out of fucking tissue paper. And then rest. Why are you resting? We just started. Mana. Saving up mana points. Once your willpower is reached a maximum, you can use unleash a special attack. Okay. Use your special attack to drop your willpower to 0. You can also choose to accumulate willpower as you just saw. It also raises the damage you take. It's time for the real star to take the stage, Jensen. Grace, beauty, my techniques and art are art in its purest form. Please hold your applause for till after show. Yeah. Please heal Sakura. Well, she didn't take any damage. I was all fired up for my movement spot on. No, the country girl needs some help. Sorry for being from the country. Snap. I guess defend, heal. I mean, I get it. She doesn't have any damage. This can be used on allied units as well as your own unit. Please be aware of the limits of the number of actions you can take. There is also a defend action which will reduce the incoming damage from the enemy attacks. Sure, the effect of defend lasts until your next turn. Yep. During your battle, you can only take 2 actions. You can take 2 actions each turn, but you may use only the same action type once per... Okay, so you can't, like, attack. You can't move. Got it. Okay. I have played video games before. Rest, defend, and heal are the same time. Okay, fine. You're free to use them in any order. You can move... I got it. I played video games. Let's annihilate the rear guard hex mechs. Alright, so special cover. Advice... Map, rest, defend. So let's move. I don't know if there's area of effect attacks, but we probably shouldn't say too clustered up. pass through each other, no problem. And then we attack adjacent squares. What's our special? Adjacent squares. Can't rest, I guess. So I guess defend. Because they're probably going to come after me, right? Oh, you can speed it up. Oh, thank you, video game. You're so wise. What's her special? Fire off in a straight line. Let's do that then. Do we get both? Get everyone? Yeah, there you go. Now we're talking. Video games.
やるではないか。私自ら相手をしてくれよ。
自ら. Let's try not to say clumped up. Step, 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 step. Charge your shit up.
私の出番ですわね。神崎風神流胡蝶の舞。
Alright, just a regular ass attack here, I guess. I'm not gonna take much damage. There you go. 68. 61. Initially, it seems a little... It seems a little... basic, but it doesn't seem bad. Get around this corner here. Alright. Line of sight. Use these two to clear out the bottom part. We only get like one special each, so I guess don't waste the specials. Move towards him. Normie attack. There you go. Slash, slash. Alright. That's what I was trying to avoid. Should we fine? Okay. We're just gonna go toe to toe here. Attack and then defend. All right. All right. What's your immunity special? Or is that the special thing we already did? So you charge up to basically get that thing. Because that seems okay, but it's not that great. Nothing to really write home about. Flank this dude. Hit him with our special. Breaks it 1 square away. Any type of flanking rules? Like, is he going to get a bonus? Alright, so she's fine down there. Hey, Ogami! It feels strange fighting here. Why? Yeah, fuck off. Is that enough? We charge all the way? Great. So now will the special work? She was charging her laser. It didn't mean that much, though. So they also have different range of attacks. Like, it looks like she covers 2 squares. Alright, so there's definite differences between the characters and the mechs, right? Even if they look, you know, exactly the same. Oh, we did it! He's fading away! Yeah, that one's just explode. I like a good tactical RPG. This feels okay. I mean, this is a little. It seems a little basic, but it does seem good. If this is just the most vanilla version of it, if it expands with like letting you customize either weapons or attacks or what, something like that, it could be a lot of fun. And injecting this into like the whole ass anime / dating simulator, I see the appeal of it. Like, I haven't played a ton of dating sims in my life. I've played some, but they tend to be, from an engagement perspective, in my opinion, like some of the most boring games. It's the experience is entirely like narrative, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's like watching a movie, like reading a book. So like visual novels and to a lesser extent the dating simulators, you feel sort of penned in. This at least has some opportunity space, right? A chance to do something different, a chance to kind of like really fail, or improve, or like actually like get better at the game. So that's really cool. I do like that. I like that quite a bit. How is everyone? Everyone's normal. We'll have to press again, see what their actual bonuses are. Yeah, well, whatever. Resume. But all right, I think I'll use that as a point to start to kind of wrap up, sneaking up around to the second hour. I don't know. I don't know that I'll continue to play Sakura Wars on the stream, but I really did want to like actually get to experience this game. It's a game that, like I said, I own it. I've never been able to really make heads or tails of it when I've played it. I certainly am not dragging out and hooking up the Japanese Saturn anytime soon. Like I said, I forgot I fucking had a Japanese Saturn. That's pretty bad. That's pretty shameful. But you know, having to deal with it. So being able to actually play it, yeah, you could have played it via emulator, but this is as good a reason as anything to get into it. And you know, the people who patched it, fucking massive props to you guys for doing that. I'm sure it was a enormous work set. And there's a lot of people out there, like, you know, doing fucking God's work of, you know, translating these games that never got translated because, well, I don't know, they thought there wasn't a market for it. And hey, maybe they were right. Maybe they know better than anyone else does. Whether or not people actually want to watch, you know, play this game stateside. But I enjoy it. Tomorrow I might come back with more Mister. I don't know if I can get the PlayStation working. There's a handful of games I definitely want to check out. Because again, there's games that I own that I've never played, and PlayStation has all of the problems I had with the Saturn, with the added issue of like, all right, now you got to find your Goldfinger device to let you play import discs. It's like, fuck. So it's the same problem I always had. But I'd love to be able to get some of those games up and running here in the Mister. Do our quick thanks. Number one, thank you so much, TalTube, for subscribing to the stream. You didn't have to do that. I greatly appreciate that. You're a hell of a human being. Everyone, if you're not currently watching TalTube, you should be watching TalTube. He's the world's greatest Minecraft player. I've heard it said. A lot of people were saying it. Everyone's telling me about it. So the smartest people in the world are telling me that TalTube is the world's greatest Minecrafter. So make of that what you will. Sham Salabam, thank you as well for coming by. Paperboy, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. We'll go ahead and we'll raid TalTube. Everyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys stopping by to watch me play video games. You did not have to watch me play video games. You could have played video games yourself. You could have watched something utterly unrelated to video games. I was about to say, you could have watched fucking Sakura Tyson, because you don't get technical about it. That's basically, you know, basically not. But you could have watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the original BBC TV series. I keep thinking about that since I referenced Zaphoid Beeblebrox in Hades. For some reason, that just remains in my mind. That's just a beautiful implementation of the story, right? I'm not going to say it's not based on a book, because the chronology of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is really fucky. I think it was the radio show first, and then it was the stage play, and then after that, I think, I might be wrong, then it was the TV show, and then it was the book. Like, the order on it's completely screwed up, so it's a great interpretation of the story. And if you haven't ever gotten to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it's some of the best science fiction that has ever been written. Some of the most clever, intelligent, witty repartee exists because of Douglas Adams. But you didn't watch the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You watched me play video games. I may never understand the decision, but I appreciate you making it. To everyone else who wasn't watching me, I'd like to thank you for not watching me. I appreciate when people don't watch me, because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's find TalTube. I don't know why I always have to search for him. Like, my filtered criteria are set up for, you know, people you're following. I absolutely am following TalTube. People who are online, right? Like, why does this always have to be a bit of a kerfluffle to get to him? So the raid will kick up. Hope everyone has a good day. Peace out and deuces. See you out there. Be safe. Bye.